The Lake Isle of Innisfree, written by William Butler Yeats. And the summary, what is the summary of the chapter? The poem, The Lake Isle of Innisfree, has been written by an Irish poet, William Butler Yeats. This poem is about an actual place near the coast of Ireland. तो आयरलैंड के पास एक एक्चुअल प्लेस है, उसके बारे में ये पोएम है. इट इज़ अ स्मॉल अनइनहेबिटेड आइलैंड मतलब जिस पे कोई बंदे नहीं रहते. ऑन द लेक लो जिल इन कंट्री स्लिगो. The poet values living alongside the nature more than he values civilization and city life. तो पोएट ज़्यादा वैल्यू किसको दे रहा है? नेचर के पास रहने को वो ज़्यादा वैल्यू दे रहा है रादर देन लिविंग इन अ सिटी या लिविंग नियर द सिविलाइजेशन या इन द सिविलाइजेशन. द डीप डिज़ायर ऑफ द पोएट मतलब उसकी बहुत दिली इच्छा क्या है? टू अबैंडन द लाइफ इन द सिटी लाइफ को वो छोड़ना चाहता है. अबैंडन मतलब टू लीव द लाइफ ऑफ द सिटी इन फेवर ऑफ लाइफ ऑन अ स्मॉल आइलैंड. और वो किसको फेवर कर रहा है? लाइफ इन अ स्मॉल आइलैंड इज एक्सप्रेस ब्यूटिफुली. तो इसमें उसकी जो डिज़ायर है उसको कि वो एक आइलैंड पे, एक अकेले आइलैंड पे रहने की जो डिज़ायर है उसको ब्यूटिफुली डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है. द पोम idealizes the natural environment and is an interplay between civilization and nature. सो ये एक आइडियलाइज करती है कि नेचुरल वर्ल्ड में रहना अच्छा है और एक रिलेशनशिप बताती है सिविलाइजेशन में और नेचर में. नाउ व्हाट इज द मैसेज गिवन इन द पोम? द मैसेज गिवन gives us this poem gives us a message that the true peace of mind can be achieved only when we are living a life that is in harmony with the nature. कि अगर हम नेचर में अपनी लाइफ बिता रहे हैं तभी वो एक पीस ऑफ माइंड, दिमागी शांति इंसान को मिल सकती है. Now, what are the poetic devices used in the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree? So first is metaphor. The poet has compared clouds to whale in the line dropping from the vales of morning to where the cricket sings. Then his imagery. The poet uses imagery in the line, there midnight's all a glimmer and noon a purple glow, and evening full of linnet's wings, indicating the different colors of sky. अब ये जो explanation video है उसमें भी सब कुछ explain किया हुआ है. Imagery has been used to indicate the sounds of splashing water and the sound made by the crickets at the night. तो imagery क्या होता है? जब आप कुछ पढ़ रहे हो और उसकी इमेज आपके दिमाग में बननी शुरू हो जाए. तो इन दोनों चीज़ों से हमारी इमेजिनेशन शुरू हो जाती है. एलिट्रेशन मीन्स द पोएट हैज़ यूज्ड एलिट्रेशन इन द लाइन अ हाइव फॉर द हनी बी. जब कुछ वर्ड्स इकट्ठे आए जिनका फर्स्ट वर्ड्स लेटर साउंड सेम हो, ह. Alliteration has been used in the line, I hear the lake water lapping with low sound by the shore. तो lake, low, lapping, ल. Repetition, मतलब जब एक ही लाइन बार बार रिपीट हो रही है. The line I will arise and go now has been used twice in the poem. ठीक है, so which shows the urge of the poet कि वो कितना ज़्यादा जाना चाहता है वहाँ पे आइलैंड पे. Personification, the poet has used personification in the line, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. Personification क्या होता है कि आप एक नॉन लिविंग थिंग को लिविंग थिंग से कंपेयर कर दो. तो किसको कंपेयर किया गया है? क्लाउड्स को. किससे? dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. कि उस ऐसे कंपेयर किया गया है क्लाउड्स को जैसे कि एक फीमेल के फेस पे वेल इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ अ नेट आ जाती है. नाउ थीम, रिटर्न टू नेचर. द पोएट कंट्रास्ट द पीसफुल लाइफ इन द नेचर विद द ब्लीक mundane life in the cities. The poet makes us realize that the peaceful life we crave for cannot be achieved in cities which are full of stress and pollution. कि आपको शांति वाली जिंदगी cities में नहीं मिल सकती. What are the things that the poet wishes to do in Innisfree? Innisfree is a beautiful place near the coast of Ireland. The nature here is in full swing as it is inhabited and uninhabited and small. The poet wishes to build a small cabin of clay and wattle, have a rose of bean plant and a hive for honeybee. He also wishes to live alone there and hear the buzzing sound of honeybees. What does the poet want? Why does the poet want to go to Innisfree? The poet is in search of peace as he doesn't like the noisy place and the busy life of the city. The poet imagines the life to be peaceful and slow in Innisfree. In order to enjoy natural beauty of its morning, noon and evening, to hear the pleasing sounds of birds, humming of the bees, and expects to be surrounded by natural beauty all through the day to have a relaxed mind and appreciate all the joys of nature. Now, how does the poet imagine life to be in Innisfree? वो कैसे imagine कर रहा है कि कैसी life होगी? The poet imagines life to be peaceful and slow in Innisfree. The poetic device of imagery has been used beautifully to describe the island of Innisfree. He imagines Innisfree to be a peaceful place and a place of natural beauty where solace surrounds the area at dawn, and the pleasant sounds of the cricket can be heard. In Innisfree by noon has a purple glow which brings life and light to the entire island. How can we see that the Isle of Innisfree has a deep influence on the poet's mind and heart? Innisfree Island is closely connected to poet's childhood memories. The poet wants to escape the dreariness of everyday life and take refuge in nature. The poet can hear the sound of lake water lapping by the shore even as he stands on the roadway far from the beautiful island. The emotional impact that the island has on the poet is strong. He feels a compelling desire to go to island so that he can actually hear the lake water lapping. Can we say that the poet lives in a city? Give reasons. Yes, it seems that the poet lives in a city. The words roadway and pavement grey are reflective of infrastructure which is found in cities. The poet goes on far off island where he would be surrounded by peace and natural beauty. This affirms our belief, मतलब ये पक्का कर देता है इस सोच को that poet lives in a city and a place where nature is rarely found in the most pristine form. Pristine मतलब in the most original form जहाँ पे nature rarely found, nature नहीं मिलती है in its original form. Now explain these lines. The poet wants to show a comparison. Okay, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veils of morning to where the cricket sings. मतलब ये वाली lines को explain करना है. The poet wants to show a comparison. Comparison के spelling में double R नहीं आता. The poet wants to show a comparison between city life and the life of an island. He believes that the busy life of the cities does not provide him peace and tranquility that he needs. He wants to be on the island instead, comma, where the feeling of peace creeps in slowly, like the gradual dawning of the day. This also means that in Ireland, as he is in a relaxed mode, this should be mode, okay. As he is in a relaxed mode, hence he finds peace in enjoying the beauty of nature. Yeah, the beautiful nature. There, midnights all glimmer and noon a purple glow. The poet in these lines is trying to describe the different hues of the sky on island. The midnight sky of Innisfree would be clear and studded with stars. So it should be double D. And thus will shimmer in the darkness. During no time, there would be a purplish glow in the Irish countryside. The poet here wants to focus on different times of the day and their transition. Will the poet be happy and satisfied if he lives in the Isle of Innisfree permanently? Do you think he will want to return to his previous life after a few days? I don't think that the poet will be happy and satisfied if he lives in the island permanently. The island seems like a getaway place for the poet to find peace and serenity. I believe the poet would want to return to his previous life after a few days. For the poet, yeah, because the poet, nay, for the poet, comma, the island seems like a refuge to leave this city life behind and a boost of energy for his dulled senses. However, once re energized, the poet would want to return to his daily life to resume his daily work. तो मतलब वो सारा टाइम वहाँ नहीं रहेगा या रहना चाहेगा, क्योंकि अपनी नॉर्मल लाइफ में भी वापस रहना चाहेगा। ये तो बस एक हॉलीडे गेट अवे है ताकि अपने आप को एनर्जाइज कर सके।